Now there's sound. Now you can. My bad. I had that turned off because I was recording earlier and the mic does not pick up on OBS, my recording software. Maybe. It's a solid maybe. Yeah, much better, right? Alright. Anyways, yeah, sorry about the audio being off a minute ago. I don't know why OBS won't pick up my regular mic, like the one that I usually have pinned to my shirts for my YouTube videos, but Audacity does. Glitchy though. Oh, okay. Well, we're in the green for right now. It kind of bounces back and forth. See if I can fix that though. Pretty sure I can. There we go. That should help out a lot. Oh, wrong camera. There we go. Add to green. Alright, we're going to need to add some detail to this face a bit more. Let's see here. Just want to kind of lightly stroke the paper. We want to get a little bit more shading around the eyes. He has like really dark eyes, like right under the brows, because they kind of like hang off. I don't even think that's makeup. I think that's just Bill Skarsgård. Am I saying that right? Bill Skarsgård. Somebody tell me in the chat, please. Bill Skarsgård's natural eyes. I think they're just like that. See, that's like the problem right there, is because the lapses of paper right there makes it difficult to actually go back and forth. That's one of the biggest challenges here, and I'm really afraid that's going to screw up this drawing at one point. But if not, we're going to have something really cool that I'm not going to say nobody's done it before, but I'll definitely say the majority of artists I've ever met have not done this. And the majority of the ones on YouTube, I have yet to find it on YouTube. So that's why I decided to create this challenge. I wanted to make something new. Who knows, maybe somebody will be able to take my idea and take it up and take it an extra mile. I keep on looking up at the chat, expecting people to comment. So yes, you should feel horrible for not commenting. Terrible. Awful. The hair on this is going to be rough, man. I can already see that. It's got like that lumpy curly hair, man. Austin, can I please have that drawing when finished? Cody, why on earth would I just give you the drawing, huh? Huh? I'm just playing. I'll make prints. Make prints of the sticky note art. I really wonder. I might have to make that as part of the videos. Just like put this thing on a copy machine and just see how it comes out whenever it prints off. Just see if it has all the different angles and stuff on it. I got Vanessa Edson asking to buy it on Facebook. I got Cody asking if he could have it on YouTube. So, like, yeah, if y'all didn't realize, I'm streaming to multiple look at you, Cody. Look at you. I'm streaming to multiple platforms. So if you hear me talking out random names, I'm not talking to myself or nothing. I'm not Legion. Not the biblical Legion either. I mean from the comic books Legion. Or from the TV show Legion, if you actually watch it on FX. Hashtag not sponsored. And I wish I was sponsored. I'm actually messaging somebody about that right now. And it actually has to do with this very piece of artwork. So you guys will find out in future videos if it worked out, because I'll be mentioning something. Penny's none the wiser. He's a penny geyser. Okay, yeah, I'm 100% sure you guys did not come here for my singing. If you guys want more singing, comment below. I'll sing for you. Oh yeah. If we get 4 different people commenting saying they want to hear my singing, I'll sing. I'll do it. I'll sing this whole time. I might be doing something that I'm gonna regret with that one. Let's see here. Get a little bit of contrast over there. It's like over here on this lip. Something's tripping me out right there. It's like I feel like he should have some frown lines, but from what I remember is like he didn't. I mean, he had big old smile lines, like when he had a big old grin, like, right here, like you could see him on me right there. That's what I'm talking about. I feel, no, he didn't have no frown lines. They probably did that on purpose. But I'm gonna have to make some kind of light indentation there regardless, just to give the face a little bit more shape. Okay. Singing wouldn't be a wise choice. Some would even say penny. Oh my God, Cody. Nah. That's the most, look at you. That's the most awful. Oh, that's awful. God. That was a terrible pun, man. I even made fun of PewDiePie for a pun that he did on Twitter. He made a pun on Twitter, and I was like, hey, man, I got a really good idea. You should put that pun on Cringe Tuesdays, being that it was so awful. Oh, man. One day, somebody's going to respond to one of my tweets, and it's going to be like the tweets that I don't want them to respond to. Like, none of the ones that me asking what their favorite superhero is, so I can draw them as their favorite superhero for my YouTube channel, or anything like that. It's just going to be the ones where I'm just cracking jokes on them. Watch that be the thing that gets me into a PewDiePie video, not my submissions I actually put on his Reddit. But hey, next week we're going to be posting PewDiePie as the Riddler video. Tomorrow we're going to be posting the Tiny Art Challenge. And we're going to edit the video for this one down, and we're going to post that in a couple of weeks. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm really liking where this detail is going now. That scared me. That scared me a lot right there. I'm not even gonna lie. That scared me to death when that paper bent. I was like, I ruined it. Oh man. Yeah, we need some shading right there. Need to connect that line right there because that sticky note obviously moved without me knowing it, and I apparently just went with it. But just totally off subject here. Have you guys actually seen that show Legion? Like Legion, I've been watching it lately on Hulu, and it's really got me going, man. I mean, like I'm on season 2, and it's like pulling me right in. Like I've read about Legion in the comic books. It's like he's like the ultimate X-Man kind of character. Um, Not from the ultimate X-Men, but he is like the X-Man kind of character. He's like essentially has the power to where he could pretty much just wreck the world anytime he wants. But he doesn't even fully understand his power. But in the comic book, Legion was a character who had like hundreds, maybe even thousands of personalities, and each one was a different mutant inside of his body. And eventually, Professor Xavier teaches him how to control them, making him like the most powerful mutant ever, the most powerful telepath, most powerful pretty much anything, because he could take like 10 mutants that had super strength and control them all at the same time, and he has 10 times super strength, you know, like stuff like that. It's insane. Or he could just use them all at the same time and just be a powerhouse. But they actually do have an ongoing little series going on right now where whoever's seen Deadpool 2 has probably seen who Cable is. No big spoiler here because it's not even in the movie. This is in the comic books. Cable is actually it's actually Jean Grey's and Cyclops' son. And in this new series, like there's like an alternate version of him where it was kind of like the mutant Jesus. At least that's the way he looked like. He looked like Jesus, but he was like X-Man. And he pretty much came to our time, and whereas Apocalypse had the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, and whereas he had those in the movie, this guy brought forth the 4, I forgot what they called them, the 4 angels of life or something like that. He had taken 4 mutants and blessed them, as he called it, with the power of like made Archangel like super powerful, and made all these different characters like mega powerful, like Magneto and stuff, and they're all dressed up in like these white robes and gold and stuff. It was crazy. But his goal was to pretty much take over the world with kindness, essentially. You know, he was wanting to protect the world from a possible future that he had to live in. Just pretty much the same way Cable did, except this guy was like way more powerful. He's like what Cable would have been capable of if Cable had followed down the similar path as he did. And like he actually faced off against Legion because Legion came back to the X-Men after all this stuff happened that I'm not going to get into. He came back to them and he's like, hey, I'm here to help you guys. I'm not the bad guy this time. He's like, somebody terrible is coming, and it was this guy. It was like their son from the future. And he just stood in one spot. He took Apocalypse, put him in chains. Apocalypse. And put him in chains, locked him up, and he went and questioned him. And he's like, so if you were to try to take over the world, but in a different way than you did, he's like, if you were to try to take it over with kindness, what would be the first thing you would do if you were trying to become these people's new god, essentially, is what he was saying. And Apocalypse was like, well, first thing I would do, being that I'm pretty sure you'd kill me if I don't answer you, he's like, is to wipe out all their pillars of belief, And this dude just looked out on the horizon and just automatically wiped out every church, synagogue, every religious, building in the world, just by looking over the horizon. Didn't even move. It was insane. And then Legion ended up going up against him, and Legion pulled him into his mind and created the future that this guy lived in, and made this guy think that he was back in the future and he had no way to get back, type of thing, to try to keep him from overpowering everybody. But then he accidentally pulled in other people into his consciousness and made this guy find out that it was Legion's mind and not actually the future. And so before they got the chance to kill this guy in Legion's consciousness, he became self-aware and took over Legion's mind along with all the thousands of personalities. So here you got this guy that had the power to do what he already did, and combine that with Legion, and in the real world, he's like, he took over Legion's body, and it shows his like glowing eye like Cable has, with Legion's body, and he's like, you had your chance. He's like, now it's my turn, and just wiped everyone out. Like every mutant in the world was just gone. It was bonkers, and the story's still going on. I'm still waiting to see how it unfolds. It's just insane. Oh, it's awesome though. That's kind of like one of those things where you're gonna ask who's more powerful than Thanos. He would be one of them. He'd be way one of them. Like, they can't even make a movie about that guy. He's too stupid powerful. It's like Apocalypse. It was pretty unlikely that they were going to make a movie about him, though, but they did with that X-Men Apocalypse. I was surprised to see that, because usually if somebody's too overpowered, they usually won't make a movie with them in it, because it's hard to really show, really fully display their power. Like Thanos, it didn't even scratch the surface, but it was still great movies. They were. Like, in the comic books, like, everyone went up against Thanos, not just the Avengers. X-Men, Fantastic Four, all the Celestials of the universe, and he pretty much just, played with them like they were toys. Like, Cyclops came up at him, he, like, just formed a cube, an airtight cube around his head, and made Cyclops suffocate, just because he could. I mean, Galactus showed up. He wiped out Galactus. Everybody. It was nuts. There was a version of it, though, where, like, Wolverine sliced off his arm by telling Thanos that Deadpool was flirting with Lady Death. Got him distracted. Like, that's what the movies were supposed to be about. Like, if any of you were confused about the ending of Infinity War, where Thanos was standing there and saw that young Gamora and kind of like that red horizon and all that, that was actually Lady Death. And she's like, so did you do it? And he said yes, that was Lady Death, because Thanos had actually met Lady Death before, and she had mentioned that she thought there was too many people in the universe, and that's where Thanos originally got the idea. But they decided to play a different note, and they didn't even let her play into the picture. But the fact that they even showed her at all makes me think that she's going to make appearance in other future Marvel movies that they're going to be coming out with. Because they've already revealed the existence of the Living Tribunal in the Marvel movies with the staff of the Living Tribunal. Like that was not a Celestial. Listen to me. He's what do they call them guys? He's like one of the higher ups. Pretty much the people, the ultimate person of judgment. For instance, like if he's supposed to keep balance, is what it is. The Living Tribunal, like Thanos getting the Infinity Gauntlet. That wasn't a big deal. In comparison to the Living Tribunal, because there's still the same amount of power in the universe. The Living Tribunal is supposed to look over the multiverse. But let's say like a Doctor Strange from another universe crossed over into that universe. The Living Tribunal will jump right in there. It's like, no, we cannot have two Sorcerer Supremes. That's too much power. One of you's got to go. And obviously if they said neither of us are going, well, he'd just pretty much snap his fingers and one of them would be gone anyway. Or he'd just absorb them. That's something he can do. Like the Infinity Gauntlet, the Living Tribunal, they tried getting the Living Tribunal to go make judgment in the comic books, and he was there for like just a couple minutes. He's like, yeah, this is okay. He's like, because there's still the same amount of power in the universe as there was before. It's just they're redispersed through Thanos. Now that's cool. Oh. The comic books have gotten way more elaborate than they were back when I was a kid. It was crazy. I used to get criticized for saying back when I was a kid that, Bill, you're still a kid. Now I'm 31. You can't say that to me anymore. Alright, I am going to go run to the restroom real quick. And you guys are going to get to see little Alright, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. But I really had to go to the bathroom. Keep on looking up at the live stream speed as if that's where I'm talking to you from. It takes a little bit of time to get used to looking into the camera. Cena, you stay out of that. My dog's getting into stuff she's not supposed to be into. I could hear her. Oh, see what I mean? Mentioned this earlier, man. Sticky note keeps on moving. Look at that. There you go. This is going to be hazardous on my pins. All these grooved surfaces. Oh snap, look at me. I'm about to ruin that. I'm better now, better now. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. Anybody else looking forward to the movie? I know I am. There we go, man. This thing keeps on moving. It kills me. Ah, there we go. We got it. We got it. These sticky notes are rough, man. I'm telling you. They keep on coming loose. I was talking to some friends, and they're like, man, you should have got sticky note brand instead of that Office Max brand. And I was like, oh, didn't even think about brands, to be honest. I will next time when I'm considering something obscure like this. Like, I was planning on doing a video of me designing a skateboard. I'm going to get a blank skateboard and paint it white and do some designs on it. I'm not sure what yet. Probably a collaboration of stuff. Ugh. Might do all the horror icons, put Pennywise on there, Freddy Krueger, Leatherface. That would be cool. Or do a classic childhood or a classic Nickelodeon theme and draw all the classic Nickelodeon characters from the 90s that I enjoyed. Alright, let's see here. We're gonna get it now. Get it. Okay, there I go singing again. Can't be singing. If I start singing, I'll start losing viewers. Like I said before, if y'all want to hear me sing for the duration of this video, I want to see 4 different people say they want to see me sing. I'm saying that because I'm only seeing 3 viewers right now. I'm saying 4. Well, 1 more than we actually have watching right now. Oh, that'd be awful. I'm digging myself a hole. But I am a hardcore Stephen King fan. It don't just stop at the movies. I read the books. I read the books. Now I read the books. I've read it twice. I have read the entire Dark Tower series. The entire Dark Tower series. Carrie. I'm just naming off the classic ones I've read. I've read Christine, Colorado Kid. And Riding the Bullet was one of my favorites. That was one of my favorite books that he's made. You're getting much better, man. Your art is looking awesome. Thanks, Tristan, man. I appreciate it. Ah, look at that. You made me mess up, Tristan. I blame you. It's like the true face. Oh! Yeah, that's trippy, ain't it? That's trippy. That's... The sticky notes are like messing with me, man. I'm afraid, I'm so scared when I go to work that one day I'm going to come back and all these sticky notes are just going to be everywhere from me not having the piece done in time and the dog just got to it. Oh, I would kill the dog. I would kill her. No, I can't. I love the dog. I'd probably just mope around the room picking up all the sticky notes trying to put them back together. I don't even have tomorrow's video finished editing yet. The Tiny Art Challenge, it's almost done. I got to finish editing the outro, and we'll have that one done. It's going to be a long video. It's going to be nearly 30 minutes long because we draw 4 different pieces in it, and altogether filming time of drawing alone was about 10 hours. Man, it took forever, man, because I started off big and I got smaller and smaller and smaller, you know, doing the pieces until I got down to a 1 inch by 1 inch piece. Every time I say 1 inch by 1 inch in the video, I have it going dun dun dun. It's gonna be a cool video, man. I got a lot of jokes in there. Oh, that scared me. That scared me, man. It got stuck to my hand. Out of all the times for it to stick, you know, it won't stick to the paper, but it'll stick to my hand. Ooh, you guys almost heard me cuss. Ooh, that would've been bad. Want that to be kind of part of his shoulder and part of it not, so that's why I'm drawing that out right now. We want the shoulder somewhere around here. You know, he has a big old poofy shoulders. You can't see the other shoulder because of all the ruffles I got right there. I'm trying to think of that part where he was like sticking his head out the well or the cavern looking at him, and then he pulls back. And that's kind of what I'm going off of here, like what I'm thinking of. I remember that. It was like a really iconic scene. Unfortunately, you guys, we're about to come to the end of this live stream. So I've got to get that video done, and I got to be at work in the morning, and I got some daily doodles to post and everything. but you can see this video of this one being the complete video of both sides of this piece being done in roughly 2 weeks. I'm going to be editing the video of me working on this piece, flipping it over, and drawing the classic Pennywise on the other side of all these sticky notes. And yes, they're all, every bit of them, sticky notes. Every last piece. You can go back and watch the rest of this video. You can watch part 1. This is part 2. And then finally we're going to have the official video of all of them put together, edited together, where you guys can watch the whole process in one sitting in approximately 10 to 15 minutes. Posted in 2 weeks, because this week is the Tiny Art Challenge. It's going to be posted tomorrow. Next Friday is going to be PewDiePie's The Riddler is going to be posted. And then the week after that will be this video. So thank you guys for checking this out. But this is it for this video. Thank you all for checking it out. Again, until next time, this has been As Seen by